Right then, Donington Park, one of my local-ish circuits. Great fun round here, really, really good fun. LMP3 is quite good, ran this whole hairpin here. Very, very good fun. Otherwise, yeah, let's crack on with the fast lap. Right then, fast lap done and dusted for you, and info tab. Let's have a look at the fixed iRacing setup is what we're using. Moderate usage 44% and a track temp of 93 Fahrenheit, which is actually quite warm, I think, for the UK. But needless to say, just be careful, look after your tyres, particularly that left front. It does take a punishment. Lap I'm going to show you is lap 32, a 101.695. Did go 101.6 on the next lap, but my fastest is actually low fuel, a 101.2. So I think as the laps get longer, well, the race gets longer and longer, fuel drops off and you will get quite quick. I'm expecting to see 1 minute, high 1 minutes in the fix, and I'm expecting some people to nip into the 59s. Some stupid alien out there will be cheating. I swear he won't be cheating. He'll just be better skilled than me. But I think he will be getting into the 59s in the open setup. That's what I'm expecting to see. Otherwise, this old hairpin is great fun, but be careful of the off track on exit and for spinning as well. Very, very easy to do, and some of the slow corners as well. Be cautious around there. Overtaking will be a challenge here, so make sure you maximize your qualifying, because overtaking, there aren't many opportunities through here, and this thing doesn't have any slipstream, and there's not really a lot of places to slipstream anyway on this circuit. So yeah, bear that in mind as you're going around. GT4s, be careful with them, particularly into the last chicane, because they may be quicker through the last chicane than what we are. They might be able to take the curbs, and we definitely can't take the curbs. This thing becomes like a bouncy castle over them massive curbs, and it's just not a good day, to be honest. You'll end up in Narnia and face the wrong way, and it'll be utter carnage. So don't dive bomb them into the last chicane is my advice. Otherwise, OLAP, BLAT strategy, replay file will all be in my Discord downstairs, and also I'm using a thing called Garage 61, which is an online telemetry tool. All of those links will be downstairs. Garage 61 is very, very useful for telemetry comparing. We allow your own lap time so you can find some time. But yeah, not affiliate with them. Just think it's a very, very useful thing for the guides. Otherwise, I think that's enough of me waffling. So let's get on with the breakdown lap. Right then, Donington Park, and probably one of the only slight overtaking opportunities you got into turn one, so be careful through here for dive bombs. It's gonna happen. But anyway, we're hunting for a breaking point, and it's end of the blue tarmacy bit here. Just as it ends, brake nice and heavy in a straight line, down the dotted line. Don't cut it too much, there is a slowdown, and then just before the grass ends, turn in nice and easy. Let the car coast in the corner. Do not cut this corner, because you will bottom out the car, and it will speed you around and spin. And be careful on exit as well, because there isn't a lot of curbing there on the left-hand side. Through these S's now down here are quite comfortable in this car and very, very fun. Just be cautious on cold tires, particularly on this next left-hander right here. Just be cautious about going around there. You might need a slight lift on the first few laps. Using this lighter part of the tarmac here as our braking marker before it ends, use the entry curb here on the left-hand side. Flick it into the corner, a little bit of a touch of dirt. Don't cut it too much, because you will get an off-track and a slowdown. And remember about running wide. There is an off-track out running wide as well, but it will ruin your momentum up the hill. Be careful about going too wide up here, because we really want to compromise this left-hander now to stay far left on the circuit as best we can. Brake in a straight line when the curb ends, and be easy through here. Get all your braking done now, and then let the car, again, coast into the corner. You want a nice late apex. It kind of goes over a crest, so we get all light and fluffy around there. So make sure you don't apex too early, and it'll run wide, so bear that in mind. Up now to the very awkward and blind right-hander here. So brake about halfway up the hill, just as your car is fully going uphill. Brake quite heavily, and then again, because we're going over the crest, we want to get all the braking done and let the car coast over that nicely. Try and stay as far right as you can. There's no point elongating the circuit, and don't worry about hitting any curves here. Just get a smooth exit and watch out for the traction control, because it will try and step in and apparently save you. Coming down this straight now, this is probably going to give a good opportunity if you do have a good run down here. Be careful with GT4s going through this last chicane, because they might be quicker through this chicane than we will, so bear that in mind on the open setup. But we're braking at this point just so we sort of go down into the dip and the shadow on the left-hand side. Brake nice and heavy. do not touch these red sausage curves. You see I tip it there and you see it's very, very bumpy. All you're trying to do is compromise the first one to get a smooth exit and transition into the second part of that chicane. That's all you're trying to do through there, is basically make the second curve, I should say, as easy as possible to make sure you're on full throttle to run out there. Otherwise, that's us done and done in a 101.695. I think go a little bit quicker, and I'm expecting to see under the minutes in the open session. The open session has been a little bit quicker, maybe a second, maybe second half. This is a short circuit, so I will be amazed if I do see 59s, and I'll take my hat off to person, whoever does that. But in a nutshell, qualifying is going to be so important around here, so make sure you do some practice on your qualifying on your cold tires, and if you're on the fixed setup, qualifying on full fuel, half tank fuel and cold tires is going to be critical for this one. There's not going to be any overtakes, and in the open session the traffic is going to be horrendous as well, so bear that in mind. Fingers crossed you see the checkered flag on this one, and don't forget, if you have a good week, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the track. Otherwise, if it did help you out, don't forget to like and subscribe to that love YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.